Welcome back, everybody. In this video, our focus is going to be lesson number 22. In lesson number 22, make sure you spend some time practicing since the order of notes have changed. They're no longer going to be starting from C and going to G one after the other. I want to talk to you all about measure 4. In measure 4, we actually have our first use of our pinky as denoted by the number 4 right underneath the G. Now G is on the 3rd fret, so for some of you this might be a little confusing because you've been using the fingers to let you know where the note is. Now if you remember, those numbers are a representation of what finger to use for your left hand, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And the numbers up until this point have coincided with the fret that the notes are on, so it was not a big deal. But in this instance, we have a 4, meaning your 4th finger, but the note itself is on the 3rd fret. So just watch for that. The reason we're using our pinky here, our 4th finger here, instead of our 3rd finger, is because the note before this G, we're playing D here. The note before this G, which is again D, is being played with our 3rd finger, and it's actually more efficient to use our 3rd finger for D and then our 4th finger for G, as opposed to playing our 3rd finger for both of those notes. You see, this requires a jump, a movement, some unnecessary movement. This is always going to be more efficient. Now, at the end of lesson number 22, I would like you to add a decrescendo on measure 7, going into the last note in measure 8. Think of it as a soft landing. So play the whole thing mezzo forte, I guess you could say, just fairly loud. Project, I guess, for the audience if you were to be playing this for somebody. And then at the end, you're going to decrescendo, back off, play the C nice and gently, and finish off with a sort of mezzo piano volume as opposed to a forte volume. Other than that, there are some string crossings. I don't think I've been going over these string crossings with you from lesson 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, but there have been a few. In measure 1 and in measure 5, we actually have the same string crossing. It's D being played with our middle finger, D being on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then after we play D, we actually play our 1st string open, which is E, with our index finger here. So this is going to be your awkward string crossing, your opportunity to practice that awkward string crossing. Middle finger with the 2nd string, followed by index finger for the 1st string. I'm going to talk about the right hand, M-I, M-I. Watch for that, and that's really about it. All right, so let's go ahead and play this once. If you want to play this one piano, you can, or if you want to play it forte, you can. We're just going to do it once, and we're going to play the 7th measure with a decrescendo, and then the 8th measure will be piano to, again, make it sound like a soft landing. That seems to be the best way for me to explain it. So here we go, lesson number 22. On my count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. And notice at the end there, I started to play a bit softer as I ended up on the C. All right. That concludes this video. I'll see all of you in lesson number 23.